This guy woke up on Mars. Feeling pain, he noticed a sharp object in his spacesuit. With his last strength, he got up and wandered to the habitation station. But then the worst happened. The station was completely empty. The man pulled himself together and pulled out a sharp object. Look at him, he's thrilled. Then he performed the operation. After all, he doesn't need any extra holes. Turns out a group of astronauts dumped the guy. He was depressed, with only a few days worth of provisions left. But the guy didn't want to give up. He had a solid plan, which allowed him to stretch his provisions for a few more weeks. But the guy realized he couldn't hold out much longer. So he came up with something ingenious. He found some potatoes from Earth, got some Martian soil, gently spread it indoors, and made a homemade fertilizer. He didn't like the flavor very much. Then the guy planted the potatoes in the soil, and he even turned the room to artificial light. The guy even managed to make a fire, so he could roast his own potatoes, but not before he was happy. With a flavorful crust. But the guy didn't give up, and eventually he managed to get a steady fire going. He did it to keep the moisture off the walls of the room, necessary for the potatoes to grow. The boy waited patiently, and after a few weeks, he finally saw the first sprout. God, he was so happy. The man took care of the plants as best he could, but then something terrible happened. Would you like to see part 2?